Welcome back to Owlchemist Tarot, serving tarot straight up. This is your general weekly reading for, not October, April 4th through the 10th. I don't know why October wanted to slip out. Let's not jump ahead of ourselves. So, I pulled a couple cards on TikTok, so I'm just going to go over what I pulled, and then we can go through and also figure out what's going around money, career, and possibly relationships this week. Remember, this is general. It's not going to be for all of you, so please use discernment. Don't try to fit it to your situation. If it makes sense and it hits right away, cool. If not, possibly another reading will be a better fit. So if you're new, welcome. Please subscribe if you're a return subby. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's get to it. The energy that came out first and foremost, and again, there was a couple of different messages, but the strongest one was around the Queen of Swords. Very, very, very tough energy. Very independent, very, very fierce. He, she, or they who kind of has this energy going on or channels it is very much protecting their peace, protecting what they've created, not wanting anyone to come and stir the pot or, dip their toe in the water, create ruffles or, waves in the water. Like very much an energy where it's like, leave me alone. If I ask for help, I'll ask you. If I want to talk, I will. The Queen of Swords can be very combative energy. Very much tied strongly to Libra, but any earth sign, any air sign, I am like 0 for 2 already. One thing about the Queen of Swords is that it's sometimes a very reactive energy, meaning that he or she or they will swing first and then ask questions later, especially if there's any BS or drama or things that they don't want to be involved in. Queen of Swords has no problem cutting somebody down to size. Give them a verbal lashing like they've never had before, pat them on the back and send them on their way. Won't even think twice about it. I do feel like this has to do with either a group of people or a person. And this is someone that you could have felt, with the Ten of Swords stabbed in the back, very much have gone through it. Maybe you've given this person or a group of people chance after chance after chance, and now it's just done. Done. I don't want to hear it. This is a lot of tough love energy, it feels like. I mentioned in the TikTok video that this is kind of the time for cleaning house. And I didn't necessarily mean figuratively, but for a lot of you, you are cleaning up all areas of your life, including the people you surround yourself with. That can be, online. That can be, at work, family, friends, even somebody that you're considered or thinking about dating or you're in a romantic relationship with. Just because people want to connect with you, if it's an ex or someone from the past or someone that's done you wrong and they're coming back, you don't have to give them any time of day. And the Queen of Swords is typically very, very on the defense. Really. Not trying to really give somebody a second chance. Especially if he or she or they have been burned once. Because that rarely happens. So if it does, trust me when I tell you, it won't happen again. Nine of Pentacles, my favorite card, one of my favorite cards. For some of you, you are trying to break away and do things on your own. Blaze your own path. Create your own opportunities. Okay? For some of you, being single. Okay? Being single for a while, getting back on your feet. For some of you, removing away from the toxic ass people at work. Being like, look, you're ruining my chances of possibly a promotion or your bad news. Stay away. For some of you, it is family and friends, just cutting ties. Saying, look, I'd rather be on my own, do this on my own, than have you in my business. If you are in a partnership, you own, maybe you own a company. You're breaking away from investors or a partner, okay? You're figuring out how to financially do it on your own. The Queen of Swords is extremely independent. If somebody tries, most air signs are this way, especially Libra and Aquarius, very much so. Gemini too, but I would say Aquarius is probably the most detached, loves their independence and freedom. So even if they like you, it doesn't matter the capacity, they still want space and time away from you. Okay? The Queen of Swords does not want to be held back, held down, or told what to do. And the Nine of Pentacles tells me that you're cutting away a lot of things that are anchoring you down and making room so you can spread those wings and make it happen. Okay? Let's see. Woo, okay. Three of Swords in reverse. Heartache. Now, a lot of times, everyone will associate this card with like the cheating card and the heartbreak. And yes, but it means third party. It can mean a third party. Somebody that betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, talked bad about you, tried to cheat you out of something, wasn't completely as invested, mentally not there, okay? So for a lot of you, it's like the Queen of Swords will deal with hurt and pain and anger and all that stuff on their own terms. So it's not so much that this is like the pain still lingers, but it's the I got outsmarted. Somebody outplayed me, and that will drive a Queen of Swords nuts. Like I said, fool me once, fool me twice, not happening. There is a massive transition. I feel like whatever happened in the past cut you, and it's like, I will never be outplayed again. That type of feeling with this energy. And for some of you, that was too many cards that flipped. For some of you, it could have been cheating, sure. But I mean, it's whatever the capacity is. Sometimes it's almost like it's not the fact that somebody stepped out of the relationship. It's like with who, or that they lied, or that they insulted your intelligence. Because remember, swords connect to your mental, your mental capacity, your intelligence, your communication, how you think, how you internalize information. Okay. Could have been with the King of Cups. Certainly could have been. Water sign energy. Somebody that, maybe said all the right things, but didn't always follow through. For some of you, this is you hiding how you feel. The Queen of Swords is very known for that. Do you see how the sword is penetrating her chest, or his or her, their chest? I'm trying to include all pronouns. You'll never see a Queen of Swords get emotional in front of you. They hide their pain very well. They hide their emotions. They can detach their emotions. The King of Cups, you could be in the sense where you are very stoic, like you're feeling really deeply, but you're not showing it, okay? That certainly could be for some of you. Okay. The Moon. Woo! Secrets are coming out. Things are starting to come up to the surface. For some of you, and I'm saying that it could be a group of people. You got the Three of Cups here, a reunion, celebration, reconnection, reconciliation. For some of you, people from the past, things that you've learned or secrets are coming out. You're learning more. The truth is starting to surface. But the thing is, the Queen of Swords usually already knows what's going on. Most people can't lie to a Queen of Swords. You can mentally decode somebody. You can see right through them like glass. You know when someone's lying. You know that there's something not right. The Queen of Swords is very intuitive, especially with the Moon card, this Pisces type of energy. Also Cancer. I consider, I know the Moon card, people will say Cancer. I say both Cancer and Pisces. It's always been like, there's been a connection to that energy. Very intuitive. It's like, even though the Queen of Swords is very much has no problem working in the shadows, prefers it actually, doesn't need to be in the spotlight, likes to decode, discover kind of that, detective investigator knows when something's not right and waits it out and watches people. Because the truth always comes out. And for some of you, it's almost like this Queen of Swords. You're getting your reward for your patience. For some of you, you are finally getting the validation, the answers that you've known all along, but not everyone else has. So you've had to wait it out. Okay? For some of you, the fact that you kind of broke free or went on your own, I think maybe you got a lot of flack for it. Like people didn't understand, but you knew the truth. You knew the truth. So when people start to hear and see all these secrets and things that you've known all along, that they've had to learn, the Queen of Swords is always 20 steps ahead. I feel like people are going to feel silly that they doubted you. You don't want to doubt a Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Now, again, this could play out in the oncoming weeks, months. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to all happen this week. But for many of you, things are starting to shift. Right? And I don't know all the astrology that corresponds, and I'm sure somebody out there who is much more versed in astrology could probably tell you what, the planetary alignment and what that is and how it kind of fits into this energy. So let's just pull some cards around money, career, and possibly what's going on relationship-wise. This week, it's all about playing chess, not checkers. Wow. All reversals. Okay. It's interesting that the Four of Pentacles is on the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is actually a week where you do want to keep things kind of close to your chest. Again, playing the end game here, not necessarily letting everyone know that you know. Okay? For some of you, this week, money-wise, we have the Temperance and this 10 of Wands in reverse. I feel like for some of you, you have been working so damn hard. And I think you've been kind of neglecting your health and wellness, neglecting maybe some things that might make your life a little easier. Maybe you're neglecting just, maybe going to the doctor, whatever the case is. But I think this week, spending money on things that can make you feel a little bit more balanced, maybe feel less stressed out. So sometimes you have to spend money to make your life a little bit more efficient. Think of it in that way. It could be something as simple as, a spa package, but it could be, extra vitamins, or it could be, buying a program that kind of streamlines all your technology or your software, your bills, whatever it is. You might have to spend money, but it's going to make your life, or hopefully will make your life a little bit more easier and less hectic and chaotic on you. Okay? So instead of having to do everything on your own and creating more stress, now's the time to kind of offload, and you might have to spend a little money to do that. Career. For some of you, I think you might get passed up on a promotion. I hate saying that. You got the Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like there was maybe a job that you were interested in or a role, but it's not suited for you in the long haul. You're not going to have as much creative ability or freedom that you think. Your hands are going to be tied more than you thought. The King of Pentacles is a really strong energy, though. So this is about playing it smart. And Spirit keeps saying knowing how to play the politics. Now, I'm not a big fan of playing politics, but I think it's important and smart to be aware of the office politics, okay? For whatever reason, Spirit is saying give credit where credit's due this week. That could be for maybe a handful of you. Don't be scared to offer your services to the person who may have gotten the role over you, if that's the case. It's like the optics. It's like playing the optics in the office. Be smart, okay? I feel like this week, even with the cards that I went through earlier, it's all about outwitting your competition, okay? So you might lose the battle, but you're not going to lose the war type of mentality. Remember, the Queen of Swords, it's like playing mental gymnastics, okay? So in relationships, not the easiest energy, actually. I think for some of you, are hanging on to a relationship that isn't suiting you, okay? And you've been getting signs or gut feelings or even like physical kind of reactions where you know you need to make a big change. But for whatever reason, there's hesitancy. It's almost like you're not trusting yourself to make the right decision. But for whatever reason, for those of you in a relationship, this one might not be the one. So you need to cut them loose for you and them. Singles, not the right time. Your head is in other places, meaning that relationships are not top priority. You might get like peer pressure or external pressure to start like getting into a relationship, but you know deep down it's just not the time. Meaning that if you were to even do it, it's almost like you'd be giving it like 50%. Don't do something that you're not willing to actually put all your effort into. I feel like a lot of you, even if you were to meet somebody really great, like just because you're not in it, you wouldn't even really want to like give it your best or give somebody a fair shot or really be completely open. You just be kind of faking it. And then you're wasting your time but theirs, right? Let me just pull one more card for giggles. Okay, we'll take that one. Ace of Cups in reverse. Definitely not the week, singles. And even couples. It's just not, there's something that is, it's more draining than it is fulfilling, okay? I know this wasn't the most uplifting, but if you can take anything away, the Queen of Swords is take no prisoners. This is about you. Do not continue to keep people in your life that hold you back or don't lift you up. Not that this is, let's not carry these people further, right? So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, leave a comment, like it, share it, whatever you guys want to do, and we'll talk really soon.